Smoky eye is all anyone's talking about with eye makeup, right? Now you can learn how to do it the right way, because there is definitely a wrong way. So our pro here, Jennifer Massoud of JenXFaces.com, is going to show us the right and wrong way to do it. So the way that I've seen smoky eye is like with a charcoal color. It's just lots of dark charcoals. But you're saying that's not enough. You need to add another dimension to it.
So smoky, first of all, is a technique, so you can do smoky with any set of colors. But what I'm going to teach you is a technique you can take with all of your makeup. But
okay.
The biggest mistake that I see women make, and I did it on half my face today, is we go from dark to light with nothing in between.
Okay, so close your lids and let's get a close-up of Jen's face here. So on the right side of your face, on this one, can we get closer? Closer here. Okay, so that's where you've got just the dark, hold on, hold still because they're getting up closer.
Okay.
Just the dark to light with nothing in between. On this side over here, you've added this like beautiful kind of, you called it like a sunset color.
So these are warmer undertones. So instead of, it adds depth and dimension to your makeup.
Yeah, so it doesn't all have to be black and charcoal. It can
be. And not that this eye look is wrong, it's that this one's gonna get you more of what you want. So
it also makes the color of your eyes pop. You have kind of those pretty hazel eyes, and it's making the color pop from your eyes. So that's really interesting how you can just make a few simple changes with colors. Okay, so show us what we've got here.
So I brought a couple of colors, but I was just going to show you how to put it on already. So I've already done my eye, but I can still add to it. Huge fan of warm undertone terracottas. They look good on every skin tone.
Let's hold these up so you can see. This is almost like a tangerine, which I think a lot of people would be scared of. But especially with the browner eyes, you said it's a great color to sort of like bring that tone out in your eyes.
And the orange will really work on everybody. The brush you use makes all the difference in the world. So we want to use a fluffy brush, not a flat brush. So I'm going to take first, since I'm a little on the paler side, an apricot color from MAC called Samoa Silk. And then I'm going to sandwich it in between the brow bone and the very top of my crease. I like to see two skin tone colors in the crease when you're doing smoky eyes.
And you're using pretty much matte colors. You're not using metallic.
So I like a blend of matte and shimmer. You want to mix textures, so it adds dimension. If I just did straight shimmer on my lid, it would, for different eye shapes, that can actually be detrimental to what you want people to see.
Okay.
So shimmer pushes things out and dark fades it back in.
Interesting.
So all I did was, I'm just going down the elevator of my smoky eye, right? So I'm just adding in a little bit of that deeper warm brown.
It's like a sienna brown kind of.
It's called, I'm not gonna lie, Brown Script from MAC. If you don't own it, you gotta buy it. It's one of my favorites.
I don't own it, but I think I need it.
And then all of a sudden, I've just created a completely different look with not a lot of work. And this is the difference between what you see in certain makeup styles and then making you look like a professional.
Hook me up here, because I think that I made the mistake. And so when I did my eye makeup this morning, I used kind of like a lighter on my brow bone and on my lid, and I just used one dark in the crease. So I did the wrong thing. I went just dark to light, and I didn't use any in between. So let's show us how we could make this.
Let's add a little.
Different.
So I like to start from the top of the makeup and work my way down. So I'm gonna add a fun color first called Soft Brown. And then actually you can open Lisa, because this is a good way to learn. Okay. So you look straight in the mirror when we're practicing with crease colors, because that'll show me proper placement. And I'm just gonna windshield wiper out to in, out to in. And I don't wanna push, pull, or tug, so I should just feel like a dusting motion.
And this was just a basic kind of neutral brown color?
This one's called Soft Brown, another one of my favorites from MAC.
You can't do the windshield wiper thing if your brushes are all gooped up.
That's right, but not anymore.
And this is that sienna brown color.
So I'm just gonna go, when we add makeup, we want to layer colors. We don't want to overlap. So when we layer, color looks soft and blended. When we overlap, we make mud. So now we've added enough depth into your crease. So now I'm gonna take a firm bristled brush, and I have a really awesome tutorial video on my website that shows you all of this.
So with this firm bristle brush, you're patting it in. You're not doing the windshield wiper thing.
Right, so this kind of goes back to, we want more pigment on the lid, so I use a firm brush to pick up more product. And then I go back in with my fluffy brush, if I need to, add a little more color on there. And I'm just gonna sandwich those together.
You make it look so easy.
It's real soft and easy. And what a difference that warm
See the
skin
difference?
tone in your crease makes. I love it.
I need that.
So you just pat, pat, pat. And remember, ladies, if you take the color too high, I'll show you a tip on that too. All we do is take a clean brush, which I'll show you in a second, and you're gonna buff down that dark color. Right there. Now, if I had more time, I could really bling you out, but I mean, just done and done. And
Yay.
then,
Oh, that's nice. And then, you know what? It almost like brings the lip color out a little bit more. And yeah, that's
it's all
amazing
about
what
balance
it does.
on the face, right? So I talk about how we've got eyes, cheeks, and lips. So when we've got this adding in those terracotta colors just changes the whole look. It's so cool.
Now, are there any rules about where to wear a smoky eye? Can I use this look just as my basic daytime look?
Yes, once again, we can switch the color, and it's just the technique that you want to remember. So if you wanted to, well, I have blue hair, so I don't care. If you want to wear black smoky eyes at 8 o'clock in the morning like we are, it doesn't matter, right? As long as it's got that 2 out of 3 rule going on, I think you're good.
All right.
But a soft brown smoky eye is never a bad
Jen.
thing.
Thank you so much. Okay, you can always get the best makeup tips and advice from Jen's website. Check her out at jenxfaces.com to see more. And you said you have a tutorial video for the smoky eye on your website.
It's good stuff.
Okay, all right, everything you just learned here and more. Back in the Troubadour, Texas listening room next with our girl, Kelsey Lewis. Stick around.
Just don't catch me fall.